Breaking news.
IBF has just ordered Canelo Alvarez to face Sergiy Derevyanchenko, his IBF mandatory. I wonder, will he take the order? Will he vacate the title? What do you guys think he'll do? If he does vacate, will the IBF order Sergiy versus Gennady Golovkin, since he's ranked the next highest up the ladder in the IBF rankings? Would Canelo hurry up and try to face Andrade to avoid the mandatory by jumping in and getting a unification?
However, since the IBF has already ordered the sides to start to negotiate, he can't jump and get Andrade as an option. Many people are baffled at the decision of the IBF to order Canelo to fight Derevyanchenko so soon after winning the title. However, per the IBF rules, every weight class lower than the heavyweights, the champ must defend that belt every 9 months against the highest rated contender. Danny Jacobs won that title in October of last year versus Derevyanchenko, by the way, and the clock started from that moment. Derevyanchenko fought Jack Kulke back in April as a final eliminator to be the mandatory challenger, but the clock began back when Daniel Jacobs won the title. So for those that like to praise the IBF for following the rules, this is them following their rules. Maybe Canelo could work something out with the IBF, since he usually fights in September and they want the fight to go on before August 4th or by August 4th. Most people's guess are that he will vacate the IBF title and not face Derevyanchenko. But if he does do that, what would his next move be? Many speculate Triple G Part 3 in September. Canelo went on record saying Triple G needed the title. Perhaps Andrade in September, vacate the IBF title. Derevyanchenko versus Golovkin for the IBF title. Then he fights the winner of that next year. That's an option, but he also has a 168 title that he can defend too.
After winning a tough battle versus Daniel Jacobs, what will Canelo do? What will his next choice be? With Canelo already having the WBC mandatory in Jamal Charlo, what will be his next move?
We'll see what's happening up ahead.
In other news,
rumor has it, Danny Garcia and Mikey Garcia are set to fight in August on Fox on pay-per-view. This is a good move on both guys' parts. It's a good money fight for both guys. Good test for Mikey to see if he's able to even compete with anybody at 147, considering people would consider Danny Garcia a step below Errol Spence at the moment, with whom Mikey just lost to in a lopsided battle. Danny Garcia just recently stopped Adrian Granados, who's never been stopped before, declared himself back in April 20th when he defeated him. I think it's a good, interesting matchup. Mikey's going to have to look out for that overhand right that Danny seems to throw a lot, followed up with the left hook. And Danny, who seems to have a little issues with guys who move a bit, won't really have that problem with Mikey because Mikey doesn't move that much. But Mikey does have a knack of being able to put the combinations together, has good fundamental skills. However, Danny has impeccable timing on his punches, and he seems to be able to time guys correctly. More to come on that fight soon. That's this edition of Too Tough Tough Talk. Follow on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Too Tough Tough Talk. Thanks for listening. That's my piece. Peace.